right, guys, welcome back to DBS this morning. Now, Roots and Soul has come and gone. The weekend is over, but you know what? For the third installment of it, we are still going to reminisce a little bit because a daughter of the soil, yes, Kermaya Lisette, did several workshops here in St. Lucia, and we were able to catch her at one of them. So let's check out the action. St. Lucia, good morning. Welcome back to DBS this morning. And you know what? It is a beautiful day out, so time to rise with the sun. We get everything done. And of course, we have all our melanin beauty today. We have Kermaya again.
Hey,
how are you?
I am good, thanks. I'm very well.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here chatting with you again. And I must say, I love your top. Island Girls Rock.
Island Girls Rock. Shout out to my Island Girls Rock team.
That's right. Now, you know what? You are here doing something really special. You know, Roots and Soul has been something major for you, monumental.
Yes.
And you're actually here giving back because there is a workshop that's taking place. And I think this is really, really great because, again, when like minds get together, you have creativity flowing and who knows what kind of exchange. So let us know firsthand what exactly is happening today.
So doing a creative writing and performance workshop. So we're trying to encourage not just students, because now in this workshop we have some adults as well. So encouraging people to move their writing from the page to the stage. So we did some writing exercises earlier and we've had lunch now, so we're going back into thinking about performance techniques and how we can transfer that writing into performance. And so far it's going good. It's really interesting to see the contrast between the students, the younger ones that I had last week, and now the older ones. It's really, really good. As well as I have some educators and some poets today, so it's nice to be able to be working with like minds.
Good. Now, you know, it's a really nice mix inside of there because I'm seeing faces that I do know and I'm seeing some young up-and-coming talent as well. So, I mean, just being able to be here right now in this moment, you know, part of Roots and Soul, they added this component. So, I mean, how do you feel about this and just being able to give back and help us right here?
I mean, I was the one that suggested, I asked to do a workshop because, so I was asked to perform and then I was like, okay, I'm going home. I want to bring all of me home, poet, performer, educator, because I teach. So I asked to do a workshop and then it was initially meant to be one. And then I was like, if it's in the north, that means people from Miku might not be able to come. So, so that's why we tried to squeeze in the Miku one last minute. But I mean, doing this was important to me because it is also what I'm trying to build for myself in terms of how I fuse how I fuse everything that I do together. So how I can bring my poetry and my creative writing, my teaching into, because I've tried to run from teaching for years.
Really?
I've tried to run, but
I think
I've accepted that I'm a natural born teacher. So my friends tell me all the time. So yeah.
And you know, I think this is really important because even right now, you find when you look at different things in the arts, poetry is something that's a little bit underrated. However, there is a new interest in it. And especially when we have young, fresh, vibrant persons like yourself just giving this life with your personality alone, I mean, I think that attracts persons. So it just shows, you know, because I remember being in school initially, I thought poetry was boring and dull until I had the right teacher. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is something great. So, you know, it's to open the minds of our fellow St. Lucians and let them know there's so much that you can do, so many opportunities. And, you know, being in the arts and as you said, taking it from the page to the stage is something that can be so amazing.
Yes. I mean, even me in school, poetry, sometimes I'd read poems and I'd have to read them a million times over to actually understand what they were saying. But yeah, it takes the right teacher to kind of pull it out and help you understand what's going on. So I'm hoping that I can be that. Even if not, I can hopefully give some educators some tools to go away to use in their classrooms, which would be great.
All right. Well, you know, to everybody out here watching, what would be your final words to them to just inspire anybody to get up and get into it?
In the words of a favorite Jill Scott, write, children, write. Like, write every day. Even if you can't write creatively, keep a journal. Document what's happening. Read over your work. Another thing people forget to do now is read over what they've written. Take some time. A week, a month later, come back, read over. You might find a line, a sentence, something that you want to develop on. Just right.
I hope you guys were taking notes, even not physical, but mental notes, because this is important right now. And again, this is us just vibes in with our girl, Kermaya. So again, we send you guys all the good vibrations, and thank you again.
Thank you.
So right now I'm really excited because it's one thing hearing from Kamaya, and we all know how amazing and dynamic her personality is. I just love her. But right now I want to hear from somebody who is actually part of the workshop, somebody who loves poetry, looking to develop that. And right now I have Khadijah. How are you, darling?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
All right, so it's really nice to meet you, and I'm really sure everybody else watching right now probably really curious as to what made you decide to be here at this workshop today.
Well, I have always been passionate about writing, and even more so this summer, I have spent almost every day writing. Like, I recently came from a program overseas, which was centered on writing, and
Nice.
that's what I've been doing the entire summer. So, of course, coming back home and hearing that there was a workshop that was focused on writing, of course, I had to come.
Very nice. Now, as other people might have been spending it in video games and going out, it's really interesting to see, this is truly something that you are passionate about. So how did you feel when you heard that Kamaya was going to be the one heading this?
Well, I actually had not heard about Kamaya before, but I had booked tickets to go to Roots and Souls tomorrow. So hearing that I'd be able to go to a workshop with her, was hosted by her before, was actually really exciting. So I get to basically see how she works beforehand, before like seeing her on stage. So it was really it was an honor, basically. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm really excited to be here.
And what do you think now that you've met her and been able to, get a little taste of her passion and her love for poetry?
Well, I really love her energy. Like, I didn't come on time, forgive me. But when I did, I automatically felt her energy coming into the room. As she gave us the writing prompts and we gave our feedback and, shared some of our pieces, she was really, really encouraging, which is something I really appreciated as a writer. And she just made the atmosphere very homey and, made it comfortable to share our work with other writers.
All right. Well, you know what, people? Please remember this face. This is Khadijah, up-and-coming poet, and who knows what's going to come next with this journey, however she evolves. But we want to say a special shout-out and thank you to Events Company St. Lucia for facilitating this. Of course, to Kamaya for having the desire and throwing it out there and wanting to do these workshops. And again, as you can see, it is definitely here for a purpose. It's having an impact, and it's all about supporting our own. So much love. We're sending you positive vibrations, and thank you again.
No problem.
Hope to see her on stage one day too. Welcome back. Are you ready for more of this morning? Because I am so ready to continue things right here. Now, who is counting down for Oktoberfest Oktoberfest? I think it's a calendar event everybody's looking forward to, and it's officially endorsed by the Folk Research Center. So you know what that means? It's on the calendar, an official event. So right now, 12 years in the making, Oktoberfest Oktoberfest has officially been launched.
This is our 12th year of Oktoberfest. And sometimes you don't realize how quickly everything has gone past. I mean, we've seen so many events that we have done when it comes to the green synergies, the Peter Soka stars, and a number of things. But Oktoberfest is truly one that has stood the test of time. 12 years, this will be my eighth installment of Oktoberfest. And I think the most exciting thing about it is that you see so many changes as with everything that you do. But the consistent thing with Oktoberfest is the world of beers that we bring to the island. And I don't think there's anything that is more exciting. We almost say that it's almost like the true entertainment. Persons normally come for who is performing and who is the latest act. But the bears are truly the stars of Oktoberfest, and that you will see as no different from years in the past. But apart from that, persons come for the food and the culture and the people. And I think that's the excitement that we bring to it. And that's why we always like to say that, Oktoberfest is the official start to the Creole Heritage Month. And we are very excited, like I said, and Ms. Louise will be speaking later on, that we have FRC on board once again. It's truly a testament to what we do at the brewery, and we put these things out there, that it's not just an event to bring in patrons, but it extends far beyond that, because there are a number of persons that you do reach. So let me say once again, thank you all for coming.
While the fire on March 25th, 2018 may have consumed a great deal more than we can ever begin to imagine, we're grateful that the flame still lives inside us and inside corporate entities like WLBL, who make it their duty to contribute to this flamboyant period of the St. Lucia calendar for Creole Heritage Month. Many argue that Oktoberfest or Creole is not original to St. Lucia, and like Saucy said, it's not a secret. However, I think the way in which we have been able to take it and localize it and make it ours is surely testimony to our innovation as a people and the innovation of corporate communities and WLBL being a leader in that regard. Just last week, I spoke of our culture being celebrated and appreciated as our human capital. And it is in these types of innovation that should help us realize the brilliance of our minds, and how we infuse it into our cultural celebrations is very important. Similarly, I encourage us to observe Creole Heritage Month beyond the food, the music, the bears, the clothing, and festivities, but to make it a time of reflection and a way to own this unique part of our identity. We have no doubt that you will create a one-of-a-kind experience for all patrons in 2019.
Our contribution to Oktoberfest over the years, we've introduced, I think our first year we did Oktoberfest, we did a local Barbary stout, Barbary chocolate stout. We also introduced a grapefruit ale at Oktoberfest. And for this year, what we've been doing is looking at how it is that we could best expand the Peter craft beer, or introduce the Peter craft beer into the Oktoberfest. And so what we will be introducing this year will be the first beer will be a Peter spiced beer, which will be something based on, it will be a beer based on the spiced rums of St. Lucia. So it will be a flavored Peter beer with the local spiced rum. The second beer in our lineup for Oktoberfest 2019 under the Peter Craft label will be a mango flavored Peter beer. Again, it would be the actual utilization of fruit and integrating that fruit, infusing that fruit into a craft Peter beer. The third beer that we're going to be putting forth for Oktoberfest under the Peter label will be a surprise beer for that day. So that one, we're not going to be saying what it is. It will be up to all of you when you taste it to say. And then also what we are going to be doing is we're going to have an interactive session when you enter, so that you're able to rate the beers electronically as you come in, as you taste them. So it's pretty much embracing the seasonality of the fruits that are available on Ireland and making beer, quality tasting beer out of that fruit that rotates every year. So with that said, I think I don't want to make anyone stay here too long. So once again, I want to thank WLBL for embracing Antilia, and we are indeed looking forward to working with WLBL for Oktoberfest 2019. Thank you.
We are here to launch one of the most unique events that we do as a company, and one of the most unique events in the island of St. Lucia, Oktoberfest Creole, which actually marries an international beer festival and intertwines with our local culture and everything that we as St. Lucians do and feel. And it also launches what we say Creole Heritage Month, thanks to the Folk Research Center, who over the years have come in and endorsed the event and have us officially call it the launch for Creole Heritage Month. And we sort of have it as a calendar the first Sunday in October. And it's going to stay that way for many years to come, even after I leave the brewery, hopefully. And it becomes really part of what we do as St. Lucians to start off the Creole Heritage Month.